Hi, everyone. Let's give everybody a few minutes to get on. My camera's freaking me out tonight. It's so close. We're going to go down to the desktop to do our projects, but let's see who shows up first. I have something new I want to share with you, and then we're going to get into the Monday night blues. When you're stuck, your brain's just like, I don't know what to do. So I want to get through that with you guys. So come on in. Say hi when you get here. If you're new, please let me know hello and where you're from, your phone number, your address. No, I'm just kidding. But please say hello and let me know that you're new. I'm sorry, I was a couple minutes late per usual. So yeah, we're going to be doing some mixed media tonight, and there's always a room to play with clay with it, but tonight I'm going to focus on getting out of a funk. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Christy. Hey, I'm not going to be on camera the whole time. I'm going to put it down on my desk, but I just wanted to come on and say hello in person for once. This is going to be the Monday night blues. Monday night blues, where when you get stuck, when you're working on a project, what are you going to do? And I'm going to make, I hope, some really cool stuff tonight that's going to start going into my mosaics or into other artwork. And I think you guys can do the same. So, it's the hard part about a live. You have to wait for everybody. Christy, did you get your box? You don't have to answer that. Maybe you already told me. No, it wasn't you. Yeah, I mean, we all get stuck. And so this is a thing I always do to help me get out of my funk. Now, some of it we've kind of done before, but it was only one time and it was pretty quick. So I want to go back into it in detail for you guys. You didn't get it. Oh. Hopefully it comes in four square size. Oh boy. Okay. Let me know when you get it. Hi, Debbie. Okay, I'm going to get started. So I'm going to go down. Well, wait, before I do that, I want to let you guys know, and I'm not going to do this tonight, but I had a request to talk more about molds. So I don't know if I'll do that on Friday. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but this is a new product that a co-creator of mine makes, and it's called Wood Mold. And what it is it's actually like wood particles that you, with the ingredients that she makes it with, and you put it into your molds and it comes out like wood. I just got it today. I'm so excited about it. Thanks, Christy. I mean, okay, so like this is what it looks like, and I can already tell the detail that it has on the back. This stuff is like sand, like wet sand. If you have kids or if you were a kid, it's like wet sand. And it's so cool because there's so many particles in it, you can get into every crevice. So it has to dry for 24 to 48 hours. And my sister-in-law is trying to call me, but I'm busy. So we'll get into that. So let me put this down. Hopefully. I'm on a new setup here tonight, so please bear with me. And my light just fell. Gotta love it. Hold on. Seriously, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh god, it keeps falling. That's hilarious. Little spinneroo. All right. So I was talking about what what happens here, right? This is where we all end up sometimes. Right here. Blank piece of paper, whether it be clay, mixed media, anything we're doing. We run into these problems where we have a blank. And I kind of run into that a little bit. And I got that tower done and I'm like, man, I'm burnout. So it's a blank or burnout. Um, so I'm hoping I'm relating to you guys about this. So I want to show you a couple things that I've done, and then I wanted us to start from scratch. So you can take, and these can be made into beautiful tiles, and I think Nikki, you've seen me do this before. Here, actually, let me start right here. This is my journal. Okay. So when I have a block, I go in and I just start painting and stamping and stenciling. And this is one of the pieces that I've created. This is another one. Totally different color scheme. Took some paints, took some stamps. You know, I did this one, which actually isn't that good, but it helped me to free my mind a little bit. So these are just some ideas, but I want us to do these tonight. And I also have, let me show you some other ones I have. The top drawer for all of my scrapbook paper, I keep, sorry, I hit the camera again. I keep, when I do these moments, I keep them all. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use them. This is what I did. I don't want this to be a whole show and tell, but I want you to see, like, with a little bit of paint and some stamps and maybe some book pages, what you can do. Like, this is another favorite one I have. These are all a little bit of duplicates, but I mean, I have a whole box here. Just a full box. I might want to use these tonight, actually. Maybe this one too. This is just like patchwork, like a scarf. And then I have a whole bag of stuff, and I have cardboard in here, and we're going to talk about that too. Yeah, those are ugly. This one we might be able to do something with. Okay, let me put these away. Okay. All right, so let's just start. So you always want a piece of just paper, right? Any kind of paper. I did this one earlier, and I think we're gonna try and work with this one again. Now, I found this paper that's like a fabric. It came in one of my scrapbook pages. So I'm gonna pull out the smaller piece. And I worked on it a little today just to get an idea of what we could do with it, but it's not done yet. So, yeah. So what I want to do is, I have my acrylic gesso. And gosh darn it, if I didn't bring my water out. Oh my gosh. You guys, this got stuck last time. Oh, I'm still struggling to open it. I opened it this morning. I took it out on my husband's Vice. Oh, there we go. I mean, these suckers, when they get locked. Let me go grab my water. Hold on. Sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm on my way back. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. So, gesso is really good because you can kind of see through it, but sometimes I like to add a little bit of water to it. So, and you can spray it too. So now that I have my gesso open, and there goes Mo. Oh my gosh, my little dog. And John's not home, so if he doesn't stop, I don't know what I'm going to do. So let me stick this in some water. This will make it a little bit more transparent, but it'll still give it a whitewash look, which is what we want. Just enough, because we want to layer this. This is similar. This is very similar to what we did with the heart box. And then if you feel like it's just getting too heavy on the white, just put in some water. If he doesn't stop, I'll go put him out. I'm very sorry. It's so rude. I just brought him in. My little buddy. Okay, so see how you can still see through this? Let me go let him out. Sorry. I'll be back. You're going to be out there a long time, buddy. Here we go. Okay. So sorry. This is real life for me, guys. This is real life. Okay. So, so we just get some of this down on here, right? It's already almost dry. Let me move that. My gesso back without the lid on too tight. Good Lord. And then I'm going to dry this just for a little bit. Not long, because we're going to be putting more paint on here. So by adding that water, this is really, it is nothing compared to how this one got on these sides. Okay. So I want to have some fun with this. So I think the next step will be, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was putting down paper. So if you go to Goodwill or Salvation Army or wherever your local thrift store is, you can find, books that have a little bit of yellowing to them, which I love. Because I just think it adds so much. Now I do tear off the end. I don't need the top of that. So then the next thing I want to do is I want to grab, I think I want those so big. You want to tear it, like get random sizes. And you don't need to fill the whole thing. Then the next thing I want to get is my golden medium in satin. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to pick these up. And we're going to lay down just, just enough. I don't know what just enough is. I never do. But I just want to get enough for these to start sticking down. And then I'm going to go right over the top. You can use Mod Podge if you don't have this. And these fabric ones can be tricky. You might have to work a little bit to have them stay down. I'm going to put my other pieces down. That could be upside down, backwards, sideways. This is a messy project. This is what you want. Nothing makes sense. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how this is going to look. I just need to get out of my creative trap where I'm stuck a little bit. Okay. So I think, I know what else we have. So I decided to do stamps on tissue paper with the archival ink. So I'm going to, this one got a little sloppy, but I'm going to lay it down anyway. Okay. And then I have, we're going to go through this. I just took Stays on ink, grabbed a few stamps, and put it on tissue paper. That was all I did. That was all I did. So, all right, let's get this down. And this is going to be totally see-through, which is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry for a hot minute because we have other ones to work on. And I did this one earlier. And it's funny, every time you work on something, how different they can all come out. Let me dry this. I'm sorry I'm boring everybody with this, but I have to dry it. Because we're not done yet. But you know what I love? Look at how, like, everything is so see-through. I can get it here. You can still see the background, and then it just went right over that. It's so awesome. And then as it dries, it'll get more transparent too. Okay. No, I'm not going to kill you guys with all the drying time, but there is a lot of drying time required with these. So what I want you to think about is just grabbing a piece of scrap paper, this didn't go down. Grabbing an old book, tearing up some of the pages, grabbing some stamps on the tissue paper. That's the whole point about that. Now, here's the other thing. And you guys have seen me do this before. You can take a whole sheet of paper and you can just paint it and you have your background. So this one's dry, but we're going to do one together. If I can find a sheet. Where's my book? Okay, I'm not going to do a huge one, so I'm going to take a page out of my... this is mixed media paper, and the big one I was working on is watercolor paper. Heavy. Wait. This is the Canson XL, which is 9 by 12, 98 pounds. It works perfect for these. All right. So these things drive me nuts. They got to go. All right. So let's just say, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to put some paint down here and there. This is, they don't sell these anymore. So why am I using them? Well, I got to use them. But any pearl paint is going to look so, so cool. You do not need as much as I just put down. That is for darn sure. All right, now grab a brush. This is all it takes, guys. I mean, it's so, so simple to get your background going. Take a brush and do whatever maybe you want pods of this. You want to see how the colors come together. The last one I did, I swiped it back and forth. But maybe I don't want that kind of look and feel on this one. And then maybe I want some more pink. My pink kind of went bye-bye. I'm going to add some more pink here. And these shapes are so cool. Leave it the foam brush shape. You don't need to make a really cool shape out of it. So let me just get any excess out here. Okay, then we're going to move on. I promise we're going to move on. All right, so I'm going to partially dry this, and then we're going to move on to the other piece I painted. My tissue paper's flowing. Uh-oh. There we go. I know Monday nights are pretty sucky for everyone, aren't they? That's okay. I'll be here because John's bowling, so I have nothing else to do, and I like to get creative when I get off of work for the day. So I can be your Monday night date. I'm always here. All right. I'm going to set this one aside. Looking for a paper towel. Here's one. So a lot of that liquid goes through the back. And I got to clean up that paint. All that moisture can really tend to get through there. The other thing you can do is hit it from the back. Especially if your page starts to warp. Just hit it from the back. Because these things seep through, even though it's heavyweight paper. Okay. It's almost done. All right. Now, let's go back. Okay, I have a couple things. I want to go back to this piece. This was all paint, just like the one we just did. But I used different colors. And I found this piece of paper. Woo, baby. That is bright. But I kind of want to use it in here because I think it'll look very cool with the blues. I don't know. I might need more teal. So maybe we put more teal paint on this one. I don't know. What I love about this is that there's no rules. So I'm just going to break this up. And when you tear it, oh, the next one's going to look even better. Here, I want these a little bit smaller. When you tear it, you get these remarkable edges on them. But we're not going to be done yet. I mean, look at when you tear it, what you kind of get. Maybe I want to put this whole piece in here. That would be so cool. All right, let's just get them down. Just take a minute. Okay. And guys, while I use too much of this, you're not going to believe how these turn out unless you've seen me do this before. I've only done it once. But this is how you get those creative juices going. Just slap anything down. I don't know if this is going to look good or not. If I don't like it, I'll pitch it. But I'm telling you, this is going to be some good stuff. And I just went through my scrap. Like, what do I have? And I had this paper. So here she goes. She's going down. And again, I'm using golden medium satin. You can use Mod Podge. Just use Mod Podge. That's what I used to use until I bought this huge thing of this, and now I have to use it. So that's the only reason. Mod Podge works great for this. All right, let's just keep her going. I'm going to move on, I promise. Okay. One more piece. Oh, no, not one more piece, because you know what I want to do? I want to put down, where's the biggie? Right here. I'm going to go right across the middle with this puppy. I feel like I need to do that again. Look how cool that is. Now, it's going to get even cooler. Now, I think I'm done with my backgrounds because we do have to move on here. Look at that. The red's coming through. Everything's looking really good. Let me dry this real quick. This is going to be awesome. You just have to wait. That's the problem. Patience, patience. But I'm telling you, does anybody see if you get stuck with something, how this might help you? We're close, but we're not there yet. It's not always about clay. I do mix media, so that's what we're doing tonight. Man, I don't know how long this is going to take to dry. All right, so I have these papers that I did with tissue paper and paint. So we're going to start putting that stuff down too. I just want to be able to stamp on here, and I'm almost there. I'm so sorry. This is part of the process. All right, we're getting there. I got steam coming off. Okay. This is going to need a little more time. The other thing we can do is help it along with a paper towel. Look at that. When we cut this up with the other stuff that we're working on, it's going to look so cool. So before I put this up, because I'm going to need to stick stuff down again. And I still have those. Let's do... No. Yeah. Oh, I know what I have. Hold on. I did this the other day. We're going to do it right here again. I got some new stuff today, but it's upstairs, I think. Is it down here? Oh, I think I left it upstairs. Poo-poo. All right. Oh, here you go. All right. So I have this Tim Holtz stuff. And I'm dropping everything because I have no room on this desk. Okay. So in hindsight, I would have put this down before I started drying it. But it's a creative process, right, guys? But again, you can stamp anything on your own tissue paper and it'll be perfect. So just did all that drying, but we're going to do this. I don't care. Just not going to use as much. So when you start seeing this come together, you're going to be like, holy macannoli. And what we do with it after this is done is what's going to be really cool. See how you can see through all that? I mean, come on. This is so cool. I don't want to put too much on here, but I need like a little more. Let it wrinkle. Let it fold. These are the details that, I mean, come on, guys. Look how awesome this looks. All right, so it's going to have to be dried again, and I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. But I really want to stamp on here. Wonder if... Yeah, I'm going to leave that off for right now. I do have a space in here that needs filled. Come on, work with me. But I'm okay with having these empty spaces because it's all going to come together. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. All right. This is after you work through a few. What happens when you have a creative block? I mean, come on. And there's still more I want to do. All right, let's go back to something that's dry. So we did this one. I have this. We did this one. This is some fabric stuff that's really strange to work with. All right, I think I'm going to leave this one alone. And then this one, I'm going to get let's do some tissue paper. Hold on. Okay, this is a special kind of tissue paper, you guys. So, I have to put it in the links. I don't already have it there. Do I already have it there? I am not sure. All right. Okay. So I have a couple things. I have these polka dots. Now, I'm taking my Stays On ink because it's archival. And I'm just pressing the pad down on top of these little polka dots I have. Okay. So let's just randomly, I mean, it doesn't matter. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, they're going to be a perfect square because of the stamp, right? But this is going to make such a cool overlay for some of these items. Okay. Then I have this really cool, like, flower stamp. And I'm going to put that down in between. You got to keep re-inking every time. It's kind of like, geez, oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna put these back and say that's enough fun with the stamping, right? Okay. It's still drying a little bit. It doesn't take that long though at all. All right. Who's all here? Say hi if you're new. I'd love to say hi back to you. I see a lot of eyeballs. But I won't call you out because I'm not that kind of person. All right. Kind of want to go back to this for a minute. All right. You know, I almost think this one doesn't need anything else other than to be dried a little more. Guys, this one is my favorite. This one is my favorite of the night. It's okay if these pick up a little bit. All right, so you're asking, what are we going to do now with these? So what we do, all right, we have time. We have time. We have time. We have time. I mean, I have all this stuff. Let's just work with these two. These are going to make something so really cool. And you guys, this just helps me get out of my head. And then you feel like you're creative again. You know what I mean? Okay. So we have a couple decisions to make. The first one I already know. I need to cut this down. I don't want any white on the outside. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting away the white edges because, I mean, maybe there'll be a little one in there. I don't want them. But you can always save these. I'm not going to save mine. I'll be totally honest. But, like, there's some cool stuff in there that you could work with. Okay. Look at it, it's all going through to my table. Which is fine. We'll just clean it. So the only other thing I have is this, and I don't want to get this all over my computer, but I mix acrylic paints with water and I put them in these little cheapy bottles. And I usually do this in my utility room over my sink. This one's a little clogged, but it's looking kind of cool. All right, so that's a whole nother idea that you can do. Lid. Okay. That's just, and that turquoise turned completely blue on here. But you can sift the paint around with your blow dry or your heat gun or your blow dryer. All right, I'm gonna set this one aside because we're not going to be using it. Before I do that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lay this whole thing over it. Voila! And then it'll all dry together. But okay, I know I keep saying this, but in 1 second you'll see how this is all going to work. So see how that archival ink doesn't even budge? It does not move from that tissue paper. Okay, so this one's going up here. All right. Now, this is what I do. You do not have to do this. This is where it actually gets really cool. I cannot see anyone's comments at all. Nothing. Nikki, if you're still there, can you just say hi or something? Tell me how wonderful I am. No, kidding. So I'm going to cut these all into squares. No rhyme or reason. They don't have to be straight. They should not be stuck together though, but I cut these when they were a little wet. So let me help them out here a minute. I got nobody. I can't see any comments at all. Not a one. So I'm very sorry if you're leaving me a comment and I don't have it. I'm sure I'll find it afterwards. So frustrating. I can't help the technology. $6.22 is the last comment I have. I know you guys have left me more comments on this. For the love of... All right. It sucks. Because the whole point of me doing this is to interact with you guys. So, whatever. Mainstream technology. So, see how these are like all really cool now? The way they're cut up. And my hands are really cool by being all stained. All right. So, let me just move on. So, I'm going to do the same thing with this baby. And then Okay. So look at that. Does that not help get your creative juices flowing or what? Let me do one more strip here. And then these are things that I put back in my book or in my Ziploc bag I have for when I'm having a down day and I can't think of anything. Then I want to go back and utilize them. Yeah, I have Moe outside. The dogs are freaking out that I forgot about them, which I didn't. Okay. So now, grab, where's my paper? This scrap paper, but this is going to work. So, what I like to do, I just can't, hold on. I know I have more comments on this. How do I show comments chat on this stream? Yeah, I do this all the time. Their help is not helping me. Okay, I'm not going to waste everybody's time. That just sucks. Okay, so you want, actually, let me get a better piece of paper. And actually, I don't want, I'm going to go with the mixed media. That watercolor paper, you guys, is heavy. It's like 150 pound, and that makes, it just makes it really tough. Okay, here we go with your Mod Podge, or in my case, the golden medium. Now this can be time consuming. I know Laura's probably texting me. I can't see it because my phone's on here. All right. So then you just start setting stuff down. Overlap it. No rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason. Just start setting it down, overlapping it any which way. And then I'm going to show you something in a second. There goes all my people because I can't see their comments. Swell. All right, guys, whatever. This is the stuff that happens. I'm like, why is no one talking to me? I know. Okay. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to report it. I'm going to report it. They're all in trouble. Just, yeah, like I could just as well be sitting here making a video where I could do timeouts so you don't have to sit through me drying everything. So somebody's in trouble. All right. This is going to be so hard to see because there's so much glue on here and you can't really tell what your outcome's going to be until it's dry. And I know we've done this before, and I think I have 2 pieces here. Sure do. I'm going to go back with all of you and look through every single comment tonight. Billy, I know he's out there. He's fine. God, Billy's so concerned that Mojo's outside by himself. And I forgot about him, which I didn't. He's just not allowed in here. Oh, he's barking. That's why. He's not allowed in here if he's going to bark the whole time. I mean, what more can a mama do? All right. Guys, we have a very nice backyard that's all 6-foot privacy fenced in. It's actually a beautiful day here. It's not like it's snowing or raining. He will survive. It's just Billy doesn't think he will. That's why he keeps coming down here whining at me. Okay, so we're almost there. Sorry, I'm talking everybody's ear off. Hey, guys, I'm so excited because we are going to do a Zoom meeting with whoever's interested. And if anybody is new, I have a friends page that maybe Laura could post for me, the link, if she's here even, or Nikki, because I can't see anything to do it. It's a private group. It's our friends page where we're all encouraging each other, sharing projects. And I would love if you're not on there to have you join. But you don't have to. It's free. I put out free decoupage stuff. I try every month. Sometimes it's every 6 weeks, but I make my own AI generated digital art. So that's kind of cool. All right. I'm going to stop here and do it when I get off a line because I'm just going bananas, not seeing anything right now. Okay, so the bottom line is you take all of these things. Now I have Christy up here. Sorry I did that, Christy. Okay, so this is going to dry overnight because I'm frustrated right now. Okay, I need one more piece here. My paintbrush. All right, so what happens is this is all going to dry. Then we're going to cut them up and we're going to get, oh boy. I'm trying to find. Oh, here. Okay. So, guys, this is what happens when you cut these up, or like I just did, and then you cut them into squares. I'm so sorry about my fingers. They're a hot mess. Look how cool that looks. It's the exact same technique I just did with you. And this is on a wood square. You can use your scrap clay from polymer clay. You can put it on cardboard. You can put it on chipboard. Okay, this one's on chipboard. Okay, that's another one that I did. Another one very similar that I did. And here's another one. It's just laying down whatever you're in the mood for. And you can come up with tiles. You can create a background for an ornament. You can do so many different things, guys. All right. I'm going to put this one down. Okay, so it's been an hour. I'm going to end the stream. I can't see any comments. I'm really frustrated. Hold on. None. Okay, so this is gonna, like, when this dries, it's not gonna be so pastel-y, right? So I'll do a post tomorrow where everybody can see the outcome of this. All right. So I hope you all have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.